Hey guys, Verlis here. So, I've been looking at Gourgeist. He is my favorite Pokemon from the 6th gen, and it's taken a while to come up with some kind of strategy for him, just because he's really tricky to get rolling, because he's not the tankiest Pokemon, he doesn't have the best stats, he has the same typing as Trevenant. In almost every way, Trevenant is better, except Gourgeist is just a lot more fun. Like, if you don't want to try to have something OP, you just want to have something extremely annoying, and that at least you feel confident and you feel comfortable that you're having fun with it, then Gourgeist is a pretty fun Pokemon. So, with his stats, they're not the best. His hit points don't even break 400 as max size. His defense is really strong, but his special defense is terrible, and then he's okay when it comes to physical attack. This makes it really hard. So I was thinking, you could go two-ish routes. You can go annoying support, or you can just kind of try to suck it up and see if you can throw some, like, offensive ability on him. And, honestly, I like the sucking it up approach. No one really knows what his, whatchamacallits are. The breeding, his egg moves. No one really knows those right now, so those could get better and maybe expand his move pool really awesomely. I tried to give him Stockpile, because if he had Stockpile, he'd be the most broken shit ever. But I couldn't, so we're going to work with what we have. So I was thinking about, you want to give him a careful or calm nature, you know, sacrifice a lot of that speed. He doesn't have a good special attack, so you can drop it, to just try to get his special defense going somewhere. Then I was thinking, you know, give him like 120 special defense EVs, go 200, 220 in hit points, and then throw the rest in defense. His defense is pretty awesome. This should give you a spread of about 255 special defense, maybe 260 if it's done really well, like with the right IVs. Then that'll give you at least 310, 320 defense, and then almost 375 hit points. That could be pretty strong. Now, if he gets hit by a super effective move, though, that kind of goes out the window. And then this is where you try to see how fun you can get with it. Because Trick or Treat causes for some shenanigans. I was thinking, like, well, what can you do? Give it to a dark type, like if it's a pure dark type, and now all of a sudden you have a dark ghost, no weaknesses. Because it doesn't change the type, it adds it. Which means you could also do that to a normal type. Give it normal, and it's only weak against dark, because its fighting weakness gets swapped out for ghost weakness that gets cancelled out by the normal. You get some weird typings with him, but if you could, like, I love Trick or Treat just because it's a move that breaks the game in, like, just a physics standard. Like, a normal ghost. It isn't effective on itself, like if you just break down those two typings, and all of a sudden it cancels out all of its weaknesses except for one. So you could really mix it up too, like if they're going fighting or something, you throw down Trick or Treat, they might blow their fighting move on you, and if they don't have any darks, you might be strong. It's just interesting like that. So Trick or Treat, and then Trick Room because he's really slow, so you might want to figure out Trick Room team with him, and then you can really have some shenanigans going for you, because I really love Phantom Force. You know, it hits a protected target, so if they're really low or they're trying to set up, you might be able to break through with that a bit. And then for health sustain, you have Pain Split. So as long as you're trying, I feel like he can do something for you, even though his stats don't make up for it. So I mean, you throw down Trick or Treat. If you do it on your opponent, you might want to have like a dual Ghost setup, or something that can be strong against Ghost. Like maybe, I have to use Klefki. Klefki is the ultimate opening support. You start out with Klefki and him, use Trick Room. It doesn't matter because Klefki is still going to go first, and then you're going to get a first setup. So that can work out really well. And then Klefki has Foul Play, which would be super effective against the Ghost type, and he can just add something to it. Or you want to think about what Pokemon you can Trick or Treat to make them set up. So you can go the offensive support route. He also gets Destiny Bond as an egg move, so that could be something worth trying out. But other than that, it's a tough call on what you can or should give him. Other than that, you could try to go like a more just annoying route. You know, give him Toxic, just to try to do something hilarious. Will-O-Wisp, because he can learn it. So I mean, or you could just put him down and make him like a dual Dusclops, you know? Put down Dusclops, double Will-O-Wisp, and then you just like Pain Split off of each other while just being annoying whore with one attack move. Give him Confuse Ray or something, like just maybe that's what you do. You just sit him down next to a Dusclops or Dusknoir. Dusclops has a Eviolite. And you just be like, okay, dual Will-O-Wisp, dual Confuse Ray, and then you just kind of sustain off that. It could work. Other than that, this is what I've pretty much been coming up with. I think he can be really awesome, but he just doesn't have the stats. A couple good egg moves, maybe, but this is why it took a while, because I was like wanting to make him work, but I just couldn't find anything. Anyway, I hope you enjoy my take on the pumpkin. I named mine in the game the Great Pumpkin, so I hope this guy can truly be great, and I hope you guys enjoy him and maybe even use him for yourself, because I have been trying to make it work, and I think I'm going to get it to work soon.